watching Talk of the Town, and today we're going to tackle the topic of taxes. Who better to do that with than Maria Walls, who joins us, of course, from the Beaufort County Treasurer's Office. Maria, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So, you know what? This actually is a big topic because as we pay our taxes, it's so easy to make mistakes or just forget some basic things. So we're actually going to talk a little bit about that today in preparation for tax paying. The top mistakes that are made when paying taxes. So easy to do, right?
You think it is. I mean, you get a bill and you pay it, but so much of what a customer does in the process of paying can affect the success of that payment. And everything is about planning, right? If you set yourself up for success, everything goes smoothly. And that's what we want for our customers. This should be the least stressful process as possible.
And you do such a great job of really trying to make it easy for people and, you know, coming out and educating the community on what to do, how to do it. The website's so user-friendly. It's really great. But there are still mistakes that can be made. So walk us through some of the things that you see so that we can avoid them.
So the first thing for our customers to know is for anyone paying with a check, whether they are coming to the office or they are mailing their check, they need to make sure that they are including their personal information on it. And that includes bill pay. I'm going to come back to that, but that includes if you use your bank's bill pay service. You want to make sure that your check has your name, your address, your phone number, and your account number on the bottom of the check. Sometimes, and you might not think the post office makes mistakes, but sometimes we get pieces of mail and it's just a check.
Wow.
Or if there is an issue with the payment, it is so much easier for us to be able to look at your check and know what you were trying to do than it not have any of that information.
Right.
Because we don't keep people's phone numbers. So if your phone number is not on your check, we have to now mail you a letter, and that causes a delay, creates a time. So if you're paying by check, make sure all of that information is on there.
That is really helpful.
Yes.
I would never think to put my phone number on the check to pay my taxes.
No. I mean, it's because most people don't have that. They have their name and their address.
Right.
So the other important thing, especially if you're using bill pay, we use a service at the bank called a lockbox. We're at the Treasurer's Office, we're trying to preserve the dollars we're given and run the most efficient operation possible. That means not hiring 50 people to open mail. We use an automated service with the bank. Well, the address that you send it to is the literal box that payment goes into, and it goes through a machine, and it is opened, and it is scanned, and there's no people touching it.
Oh.
Well, what we see particularly with our bill pay customers, they forget to update the address. So maybe the last thing you paid was your car tax, which is one P.O. box. Maybe now you're paying a boat or a rental or a home tax. That's different. They have to be separate. And so what will end up happening is your vehicle payment or vice versa will go to the real property lockbox account. It just adds delays. It's not a problem we can't fix. We do it all the time, and we're happy to do it if necessary. But then the customer will call and want to know, why haven't I gotten my receipt? It just adds a delay.
Right.
Let's avoid these things. It minimizes the risk for errors.
Yeah, that's so helpful to just know that up front. And interesting because we have this vision of like the mailroom, right? There's people opening the checks and getting them physically. But yeah, you got to run efficiently. And so how great to have that technology, but some simple steps to just keep it easy. Any other pointers for our viewers as we get ready for tax time?
I say this every time, but please make sure your mailing address is current. If you moved, if you changed a P.O. box, if you did anything in the past 12 months that affected your mailing address, I would just really ask, please make sure, even if you email our office, we have great convenient chat. You don't have to wait on the phone. Just make sure your mailing address is right. We really want to make sure you get your reassessment notices that are coming up, your tax bills that are coming up. That's really important. But if you want to avoid all of this, literally everything I've just said,
sounds good.
Use mybeaufortcounty.com. You can get all your bills emailed to you. Most people change their mailing address more frequently than their email address.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess that makes sense.
And we have an app that is easy to use. We can send you push notifications. But even if you still get paper bills, paying online, you avoid all of the issues that I just described.
Oh, that's so
And there's
helpful.
no fees when you pay by check. It's completely free.
Oh, that's great. So just hop online and get all of those great features available to you. And the app's got to be wonderful too. I need to do that. So I'll do that this time, Maria. Thank you for the pointers.
Absolutely.
Always nice to see you. We'll be back with more after this.